Dee 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 dee. Keto living is the life for me. Coffee, cooking, and recipes. Spending my days with my doggies. So be a sport. Set your alarm for Wednesdays for the Warden's Report. Hi, y'all. Welcome to the Warden Report. I hope you're having a wonderful week, y'all. So, this is week or episode 93, and Sherry posted a very great comment. That didn't make any sense. But, anyways, she posted this comment, and it was really intriguing to me. She said, "Hey, your 100th episode is coming up. What are you going to do for it?" What should I do, y'all? I need your input below. While you're doing that, hit the thumbs up. And if you're new here, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And then leave me a comment. What should we do for the 100th episode? Like, I don't know. I haven't, contacted for giveaway. Should we do a giveaway? Or should I do, what would be something special to kick off 100 episodes? I don't know. Tell me. So, it is Thursday. Yesterday was Wednesday. I did not film anything yesterday. Is busy at work. We were just so behind. In fact, my manager left and she's on vacation now. And she's like, "Look, y'all, if you want to stay late, come in early, skip lunch, whatever you need to do to get it back to get our numbers, the work done, do it. Carte blanche for while she's on vacation." So, I'm going for it. So I worked late yesterday, did not take a lunch yesterday. I did have a lunch, but I did not take it, right? That clears sometimes, y'all. So what I did, though, yesterday is I am doing a 24-hour fast. So I ate my lunch. I started at 1, but I counted, at 2 o'clock. I was officially done. Nothing else. No more coffee, just strictly water after that point. And then about 11:30 today, I did have a plain or a black cup of coffee. So, and I've heard from others that, black coffee is actually really good in the fasting window as long as it's black. Oh, look at that. Sorry, y'all. Because it actually speeds up autophagy. It's what they say. Who knows what they say, right? Anyhow, so I did have just plain black coffee earlier. I think it, I don't know. I feel good. I'm like, oh, wired. So we are at, we're just a handful of minutes from 23 hours fasted. So, I did make coffee, my official cup. Now, in this, I did put some bulletproof brain octane, and I basically got it for free because I do have, when I talk about finances, say watch your subscriptions. I do have a subscription for the MCT oil, and so I earned enough rewards I could get something for free. And so I was trying to put in an order because their pumpkin spice coffee creamer was released and I wanted to get enough so I had free shipping. And so I added the brain octane because it basically was free and got me free shipping, right? So anyhow, so I have that in here. I've been using it, I think, the last 2 weeks. The brain octane versus the regular MCT, I can't tell a difference, y'all. Let me know if you do. Supposedly, the brain octane one is supposed to have higher of the specific MCT for brain function than the regular MCT. But honestly, I was like, okay, I'm going to try it till this bottle runs out and just see. I have not noticed any difference. But anyways, in this coffee cup, there is some MCT, and I did do a scoop of the pumpkin spice creamer, which is made with butter and MCT, and of course some seasoning and a little stevia. So technically, I guess at almost 23 hours here, technically this would be, for some people, breaking my fast, or it would be like a dirty fast, but I'm okay. 23 hours, I think we're good, right? That's pretty good, considering I really have not fasted at all this summer. And I have talked about that before. I just didn't feel like it. But I'm like, these little 24-hour fast. This is the first time where I ate lunch yesterday, but skipped dinner. And I'm telling y'all, that worked. I really like the way that worked. And I've heard others say that's the better way of doing it, is don't skip breakfast and lunch, instead skip dinner. It was really handy. My overall issue with doing that on like a routine basis is dinner's really the only meal Heath and I have together. And I've heard other people mention this, that's, like they say, oh, for optimum health, skip dinner. But then they'll say, but we know most people associate dinner with family. And so it's harder for them. And I have to say, yeah, it is, because that's like Heath and I's time to really connect. And then, we both enjoy cooking and putting that together, and you just kind of miss out on that. So anyways, I'm sorry, that light's just crazy there. But anyways, so it looks like I'm just got like a line going through me. Anyhow, getting off topic. So, but for one night, I did it, and it really did work out well, because, the majority of it, I was asleep. So that really helped quick things up. And normally I'm not one for breakfast on most days. So that really helped, kind of push through until now. And then at 2 o'clock, I'll actually take my lunch. So I thought, overall, that seemed like a pretty good thing, right? The hardest part really has been delaying my coffee. But I really wanted to get a good 20 hours of just water fasting, plain water. I didn't have any sparkling water, none of that, just plain water, tap water, right? So I really do think that's good. And the reason I was doing this is, here's a long story, so here we go. A while ago, I listened to a podcast, or I don't know, an interview where this woman had talked about, she had all these issues. She couldn't understand why she kept gaining weight, blah, blah, blah. Turns out she had like really bad adrenals and, all this different stuff. But they talked about, she was like, yeah, it finally dawned on her one day when she was like looking all this stuff up when she got hospitalized, and something popped up about a cortisol belly. And that's what led her through the rabbit hole of figuring out, oh, well, that's the same kind of belly I have. How do I fix that? Da da da. Let me know if you've heard of these different types of belly fats, and how legit do you think they are? So there's hormonal belly, there's cortisol belly, there's mama belly, and then there's thyroid belly. And I feel like there might be one or two more. And you can just Google that. Put in thyroid belly or cortisol belly. It'll show, like, most of what I found was like women's bodies side by side showing what the different ones look like. And I was like, oh, that's so interesting. Like, how we basically, where and how we put fat on, kind of as a indicator of what's behind that, right? So like that's where she was like, oh yeah, I have like all, like she had all the signs of, bad adrenals and cortisol issues from like her belly, the stretch marks, all these different things, right? And so I went looking, because I was like, well, maybe I have cortisol issues. I've always feel like I'm anxious, but I looked and I was like, no, that ain't my belly, right? And I started looking and I was like, oh, I have a thyroid belly. Like, that's the type of belly I have, is a thyroid one. And that's what I've always had, the same belly I've always had. But, and I remember, like, as a teenager, At one point, and of course this is, really aging me, but back then they only measured TSH, which now we know is complete and utter BS. But the doctor would put me on Synthroid, which again we've now learned isn't the best course of treatment for thyroid anyways, because there's T4, T3, all this stuff. And anyhow, and so I, was like, okay, yeah, I've always, and I know my mother had some thyroid issues. She kind of had it the opposite, like kind of Hashimoto's type, where, for a long time, she could not gain weight, like at all. Like they used to joke with her, like, you need to eat more candy bars because you ain't gaining any weight. Like in high school, she weighed like 90 pounds. She just couldn't gain weight. And then it wasn't until like her 40s, she started gaining weight, right? So kind of makes sense. She had thyroid issues. More likely, I could have thyroid issues. I have been testing on and off, but sometimes the tests come back and they're like, oh, yeah, it looks like you might have a little bit. And other times they look normal. And then the more I was reading things, it's like, yeah, you could have a really messed up thyroid and the test results are okay, right? Because everybody's okay normal isn't always what the lab work shows should be normal, right? So I was like, okay, I'm going to look into this further. Let's see. And I do feel like a lot of things I have gotten better, healing, right? It's a process. There's a lot to heal on this body. So I was listening to Mindy Pels, and she did a really good interview with another doctor who's made that like her life mission, all about thyroid. And so Mindy Pels is really pushing, like for thyroid people, you got to get your gut healthy because your thyroid works so closely with your liver and your gut. So even if, and this could have been the case before when I was on Synthroid and stuff, even if you're taking that, if you've got fatty liver and you've got a horrible gut, it ain't going to matter if your thyroid, if you're taking those pills, because you got to heal those other things too, right? So Minnie Pels is, again, really pushed the ketobiotics. So really getting in all of the fermented foods, the probiotics and the polyphenols, and really pushing those to get your gut healthy, which has been what I've been doing over the last year. And then also, basically to get your liver healthy, you got to avoid as much toxins as possible, which are seed oils. I know not everybody agrees, but seed oils can be inflammatory. And then, of course, she goes into, watch what skin products and hair products and all this, but I don't get into that. I don't wear makeup in general. I might wear a lipstick, but that's about it. And I don't use hair products, and I don't, other than shampoo. I shampoo once a week, Um, and then I don't put a lot of creams and stuff on. I don't put any creams on my face. Let's just be honest. I don't do any of that stuff. My beauty routine is soap. So I guess, soap. Make sure you're getting good quality soaps. But anyhow, and then, coffee, supposedly, and there's other stuff she goes on about. But anyways, do the best you can. And so that's what I'm working on. Another thing is, getting your selenium up. And so that's why I've started eating Brazil nuts, because those are supposed to be a great source of selenium. So just kind of incorporating everything together. So the fermented foods, the olives, the garlic, all these different things, berries are great. And then also eating a lot more cleaner, which, this year, since I guess February, hasn't been the best because we've been eating out a lot more than I feel like we were previously on keto. So I know I'm not getting, the cleanest of stuff. So trying to get cleaner on that for the most part. And then, doing all the ferments and trying to incorporate, more things. It's also why I'm having more salmon and, really trying to incorporate those. There was a couple other things she suggested, and she said, really, when it comes to thyroid, you don't want to do the same thing you always do. You need to change it up. Like have a diet break, have I guess what is it they a cycle. You want to cycle some things, so you definitely need carbs at times. And then the doctor said the most important macro she thinks for thyroid people is fat. And I could testify, yeah, when I have higher fat, like if I'm pushing the 80%, I feel much, much, much better than doing the low fat or like the PSMF and stuff like that. When I did that, I had horrible experience for me. I did not, it wrecked my body. Like even doing carnivore wrecked my body because it was just not enough fat for me. I did not add the fat because everybody was like, oh, well, if you're eating a ribeye, you're getting plenty. And it's like, no, my body needs more fat than what's in a typical ribeye. So yeah, that's what I'm trying to do. We'll just see if I can get that healthier. That's the ultimate goal. But I'm not gonna freak out over it, right? I don't think we need to stress about it. We know the right things to make. We should not guilt ourselves. Again, there's so many parallels between physical health and financial health. It's the same thing with financial. You gotta learn the basics and put those into a routine, and eventually you don't want to be sweating over a spreadsheet or checking your financial investment accounts daily or the stock market every day or all this stuff. Like, no, you put in motion the things in the long run will end up with success. And it's the same thing like with the way you're eating. You make the healthy decisions today that overall, in the end, will pay benefits to the older you. So that's where I'm at. Again, leave me a comment about what to do for my 100th episode, y'all. All right, y'all. It has been about 30 minutes. I broke my fast with some Brazil nuts. And now for my main meal, I've got one of those jalapeno cheddar sausages from Sam's. Gotta add more Gouda cheese. My avocado, and then under there you can't see, but I've got some fermented foods. And then here, what I tried to do is we have some green beans I got last week, really cheap, so we need to use them. So I took them and tried to make green bean fries, so in the air fryer, and then I topped with some cheese as well. Right, and on this wonderful Thursday. Sorry, y'all. It has been a crazy afternoon. It's been pouring, and I had to go get the dogs food, and yeah. So anyways, we have a quick dinner. I just got those smash burgers from Aldi. That's 2 patties, 2 slices of cheese, and that's our fermented extra, extra, extra hot salsa on top. Of course, an avocado, a pickle, and then we have some bacon-wrapped asparagus drizzled with queso. Happy Friday, and on this lunch today, I've got another one of those sausage, some olives. I've got asparagus. Some of it's wrapped in bacon. I only had 1 slice of bacon thawed. I also put my fermented salsa on it and some cheese, and then, of course, avocado with some seasoning. I can't wait to see everybody tonight on the Friday night feast. Happy Saturday morning. My doggies are out in the backyard. We actually didn't have a whole bunch of rain today, so we're just enjoying a little bit of sunshine this morning. You kind of see it coming through here. And then I'm off to go grocery shopping, but I wanted to give you all an update on my dew of the sea, aka Rosemary Bush. Look at her. She has really been flourishing. Look at that. And whenever I moved her to here, I haven't seen those leaf-legged, bottomed leaf bugs, whatever they were called. Y'all know what I mean. But I haven't seen them anymore. So I guess this little place here they tend to like. Or they don't like, but my do the sea does. What, ma'am? Why you pawing at me? She's like, Mom, you're ignoring me. Am I ignoring you? She's like, you're showing more attention to the plant. Anyways, so yeah, look at how look at how she's doing. I think she's doing pretty good. I've only trimmed her like once. So I'll probably come out here again and just trim. I don't know how often you're supposed to trim them, but you trim them to get them to the shape that you want, is what I read. So, yeah. But she loves this spot right here. This is like on our deck, right here by the gate. It does get really good direct sunlight a little bit later today. I mean, you can already see she gets some morning sun, but then she gets like the full front of the sun around like 11 to, sundown. And we've gotten some rain in the past couple days, and I guess everything's working out. She's really enjoying it. Yeah, I wanted to give you an update. What do y'all think? I still don't have a name for her. Just got back from the stores. So, I found a few good deals. Still spent probably more than I should have today. But, let's go over. We're going to start at the HEB, the HEB, if you're outside of Texas. So, we've been getting, this is Heath's favorite kombucha. It's like a pineapple one. They're 2 for $3, which is really cheap. So, I try to grab them 2 every week. And then, of course, somebody needed some more melty cheese, so I got that. Got more Brazil nuts. So they are, I think it's like 53 cents an ounce, $8.48 a pound, so just break that down. But anyways, I got a little over a half pound, and then I got this for Heath. He can't have almond flour, so that makes it a little hard. And I got one of these. He really liked it. It really, really tastes like blueberry cobbler. Like, to me, the spices in it, perfect. I know it's not the cleanest thing, but at least don't have almond flour. And then I like to get this one. That's just a little treat. But then I saw Quest had pumpkin pie, so I'm gonna try that. I just got one of those. This is at HEB. They had small avocados, 2 for $1, so I grabbed 12 of those. And then I got me a bigger one, jumbo, for my lunch today. I had to get more of the pumpkin spice coffee because it's still $2 off, so it's like $5.98 a bag. So I went ahead and grabbed that. We were getting low on our Purnells, so grab that there as well. Y'all heard me talk about what to do with the celery, so I got me some peanut butter. And look, that's all it's in it, is peanuts. That's it. So I'll have that with some celery. And then I also got, I feel like it's been a while since I've had some really good kimchi. So this was $2 off as well. Let me know if you've tried this brand. I think I did a while back. So I was excited to have that again. And I splurged. Look, I got this drying mat. It's reversible. Look, isn't it cute? It's like a Texas Halloween. Look at the cowboy ghost. Isn't that adorable? I just thought that was so cute. A little Halloween Texas, right? They got little Texans in there. And yeah, I just thought that was so cute. So I got that for our drying rack. Ooh, look at that knife just going at me. Okay. Then at Aldi, of course, I got our jalapenos. It's the cheapest place for them. I got, of course, cream cheese. And then these were, I think, $1.79 each. So I got one of those. I was out of olives, so I had to get that. Had to get my pink salmon. So again, if you like those salmon patties, go get you some canned salmon. And then this, because it's Seafood September. So on Friday night, we're going to be using some albacore tuna. So, y'all, I got this at Aldi. I didn't even check the ingredients, honestly. Oh, it does have a little soy in it. It says vegetable broth. Huh. I mean, the ingredients sound fine, but oh well. So that's coming up. Also got some strawberries. And then on to Kroger. So Kroger had a special this week. It's weekend only. They're doing freebie weekend. And you have to spend $35 to get a free item. And I'll show you what that is. So I needed some filler stuff. And Heath really likes these. And they were on sale for 88 cents each. Plus, on Ibotta, I get an additional 20 cents up to 3. So I was like, okay, that works out. 68 cents each. That's perfect. He'll be happy, right? Then, of course, I had to get the Lily's chips because they're still $5.99. I got these marked down, the guacamole cups. Always need those, or they're good to have. And then look, I found this tahini marked down for 98 cents. I thought that was a good deal. I think it's about half. And then, look, I got ricotta marked down. So I think I'm going to make like ricotta pancakes. The mushrooms marked down, plus I had a 60-cent off coupon. So I got this 8-ounce container for 32 cents. Excuse me, y'all. And then I saw they had radicchio, so I grabbed one of those. So that's what I'm going to make for my lunch today. They're half-gallon milk, which if you make your kefir, the half gallons are $1.29 up to 5. So I got 2 of those. There's a cucumber back there. The free item for spending $35 was an 8-ounce bar or shredded. So we prefer bars. It's cleaner. So I got the bar for free. And then look, I found this center cut bacon, $2.88. It is a 12-ounce container though, but for center cut, so I grabbed 4 of those. And then this is what I'm interested in. Every month, Kroger gives Kroger customers their like special coupons, and there's usually something for free for the month. Mine for this month was a dozen Kroger eggs, any size. So I got the extra large. That was my free item. They're normally $2.49, so I got that for free. Then they had a 50-cent off coupon, so this package was only $1.99. So I want to know, what is your free item, those Kroger shoppers? What's your free item each month? I'm just curious if it changes from person to person. Let me know below. So here is my lunch. I got that radicchio. I also sauteed a mushroom, 4 slices of that center cut bacon, and then the bacon grease. I basically made like a hot dressing with it, poured that over the radicchio, and then I topped with some microgreens, pumpkin seeds, olives, and then I've got that mother's kimchi kind of on the side, and then I got the celery. We'll see. That's going to be like dessert, y'all. Oh, and I have my Brazil nuts. That's all you need for a serving is 5 to 6 Brazil nuts, and that's your serving and your actual needs for selenium for the whole day, y'all. So that's easy to do. And then over here, look at this jumbo. It's so big. Avocado. I'm going to use the tahini on one half, and then everything but the bagel on the other. And of course, I've got my Dutch because I had to go to Dutch today, y'all. So yeah, that's what I'm having for lunch, and then we're going out tonight for dinner. We are at Babbitt's, and I started with the Greek salad, and then I got the Parmesan crusted mahi Tampico with a side of asparagus. Sunday a brunch, and we have Ketochow blueberry pie pancakes made with ricotta that I got yesterday at Kroger. And then we had some strawberry jam. I heated that up, poured it on top, and then topped with some chopped pecans. And then, of course, we got our Pernell sausage on the side. So what do y'all think? I'm really excited. So blueberry and strawberries. All right, y'all, we just got back from Target. What?
No.
Nothing. We spent a whopping $2. So after all of our gift cards, that's all we had to pay. So let me show you what we got. We got this 5-foot pumpkin skelly And he is posable, but he's not an ultra posable. So we're going to have him. And then... And he hangs. Yeah, and you can hang him too. And then look, I got this little blanket for me. Isn't this cute? Look at the little skulls, little rocker skulls. I'm really excited about this one. These were $10. The pumpkin skelly was $40. And then, look, they didn't have the official candy bowl that I wanted, where it's a skull with the squiggly eyes, but they had this, and here we go. I'm going to play it. Now this one was $25. And then I'm going to show you the other 3 items we got. Right, the other 3 items, these are one item I was really looking forward to. Isn't that neat? So it's like a plastic side. These were $10. Aren't those cool? So I got the spider one. They only had 3. They didn't have the skull at this one. I got the last bat that they had, y'all. Isn't that? And he's so cute. I like the colors. It seems very 70s style to me. Or 60s. And then look. It's like my favorite one, the cat. Oops. Sorry. Isn't that cool? So we're still debating on where we're going to put it. All of these. We know where the skulls are going. But the signs, we're trying to decide if we want to put them outside. Alright. $10. So I don't know if we want to put these outside. Or I was saying we could hang them inside in the windows. Where, you know, they would see that one hangs up. Hang it in front of the window so everybody driving by would see. What do y'all think? What do you think we should do? Well, we'll figure it out. Right, y'all. I dropped the ball. We went. Look, it is date day. We started out at Fleet Feet. Heath had his feet like measured. They have like a little digital machine. And then the guy went and found several shoes. And we decided on a shoe. So tune in Sunday for the MS Journey and we'll see what he decided on getting. And then we went to World Market, looked at the Halloween, but got a couple Torani syrups. It's just the Halloween was so expensive, y'all. And then now we're at Buffalo Wild Wings because Heath gets his 6 free birthday wings. And then it is BOGO today, so we got that. And then a side of the veggies and pickles, and there's our sauces. Well, another week of the Warden Report. Look, I'm showing you around the kitchen, y'all. I hope you enjoyed this week. I hope everything has been going well for you. How are you feeling going into officially the holiday season? How's that going for y'all? Are you excited? Do you have plans? Look, I was going to show you. Look at the pumpkins I got. Aren't those adorable? And look, that one right there. So, you know, yeah, it's officially, sorry y'all, pumpkin season. So, several of our grocery stores already got the pumpkins up. Are you someone who buys a pumpkin at this time of year, like for decoration or for eating? What do you do with them? Let me know. And I'm excited to see all of your comments, your thoughts, your recommendations. So thank you all so much for tuning in for another week of the Word Report. And stay tuned to see all of our wonderful channel members. And please remember, give this video a thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button if you're new here. We'd really appreciate it and welcome you to the Horde. Thanks, everyone. Bye.